All right, I'm back. Gus, this one's for you. This is about my reflection with Greg Garcia, the executive director of Wapi Fasa. It was a very, very interesting talk. It sounds like with him, he's dealt with a lot of the students that have been discarded from our school system. We deal with a lot of kids that have to do with that are in our programs for substance abuse and gang violence and stuff like that. And I'm starting to really see a common thread with the people that have worked in these communities, especially the community I live in, is just how unfair a lot of them are treated and how it's not giving these kids the tools to succeed, not even in high school, not to mention after high school. These community centers that we teach in, we happen to get a lot more out of them than they're getting out of school right now. A lot of the youth that I deal with, all it takes is basically breaking through some walls, and Greg was getting into a bunch of that with me. He feels that more of a counseling approach, especially with youth that have gone through some sort of trauma, whether it's mental abuse, drug abuse, gang violence, stuff like that, taking a method where people get to know them, and maybe a lot more one-on-one. I mean, these class sizes of 35, 40 people for one teacher who's underpaid, these youth aren't getting the most out of being in school right now. And when we were talking, he got into a lot of that. He told me that he's not seeing results, and that a lot of youth, especially youth of color, are being swept to the side and being labeled as helpless. They can't help these cats. They're already done. And I think that as we apply this to education and educating youth, he's really teaching me that the counseling form where you connect with the youth on a level that allows them to eventually open up, so it's more of a process, not something that's done in a day, is becoming more effective than sitting down with the student, giving him or her a test, trying to communicate with them once, and if it doesn't work, being like, oh, move on to the next. So what I'm going to take from Greg is I'm going to start applying a lot more of a counseling aspect in my classroom, where instead of maybe written tests and stuff like that, we use their own experience that matches with the curriculum. For example, with social justice, if we're talking about the system or police, maybe somebody's got a friend, a family member, somebody they know that's gone through the system, maybe even themselves, especially down with where I work at the Drug and Alcohol Counseling Center, using their experience to help educate them so they have something to say when it's in the discussion, not so much a written test or something like that. All right, thank you very much, Gus. Philly cheesesteaks next time I see you.